perhaps local level is so vital is that that's where the action happens. That's where the rubber meets the road. And when we talk about local level, I would emphasize that it's of course the city organization, civil servants, starting from the mayor, top down, and it's also about the community, citizens, NGOs, universities, companies, the whole community.
And how about for Espoo in particular?
I think they enable this kind of holistic perspective to sustainable development, which encompasses, of course, the regulation-based footprint, so how to cut down on emissions, etc. But what Espoo is especially good at is also focusing on the so-called handprint, so how to create those solutions for the future. And that's something that you need the whole community for. There's a lot of talk nowadays about the heart print as well, and I think it's a very good way to describe that you need also the emotional engagement from your community.
Would you like to describe a little bit how was it for you? How was the journey?
I think 2019-20, when we did the first Voluntary Local review, there was a need to better understand what do SDGs mean for a city. And to do this, it was important to engage a large audience. What are the SDGs and what do they mean? In 2023, when we did the second one, there was a different kind of need. We needed to pilot, to show that the Voluntary Local review doesn't have to be that thorough or extend 1,000 people, etc. It can be something, a start.
So it came out as a form of a card deck, actually.
National Union for United UN and the SDGs in Finland had a bit of a similar card deck, however kind of lacked the local and kind of the contextual content. So we were in the library of this city hall and thought that, hey, what if we would do this, but we would do it the Espoo way? And that's how the SDG cards came to life. Now it's spring 2025. Espoo has traveled the 6-year journey, and it's time to launch the 2025 Voluntary Local Review. Could you share your thoughts about that?
What we basically did, we updated the last version, so the card deck that we had, and also a website. But in addition to that, we had a little bit larger process on the background going on. So it has got to do for the work that we have started to do more actively to think how can we embed sustainable development more to the city organization, to its structures, to its organizational culture and mindsets. Of course, with the goal of having sustainability implemented in practice. So that was sort of the mindset behind all of this work. And we started to think also in a way that, okay, do we actually need even separate sustainability reports? Or would we integrate the VLR to some of the data that we already have and produce in the city as part of our regular process? We have this view of operational environment that is being produced every year as part of our regular processes in the city. We sort of wanted to go towards the idea that that maybe could be our VLR in the future.